If you sit in Elon Musk's seat, it's a fantastic decision. In fact, it's such a good decision that Mark Zuckerberg must be tossing and turning. He didn't manage to snag this perfect foil first. But if you're an investor, I don't understand why today's stock has popped upwards. And I don't want to do anything to spook this market. It'd be nice if we close on an upswing today. But no, you're picking a clone of Elon Musk. And he's a very smart guy. He's brilliant. He's a genius, knows technology, self-made guy, and very articulate. But he's a pretty angry guy. Hair trigger sensitivity to criticisms. Loves to lash out at analysts. Does this sound familiar at all? Very defensive about entrepreneurs when they're under attack. So for this guy to bring the adult supervision, well, you could have done better if you'd picked Howard Stern to come in here. You'd have a calmer personality.
So, Jeff, I mean, along with the fact that Robin Denholm was made chair as well a couple of months ago, do you think the SEC will now be satisfied? Because this was the other two independent directors that were required by them.
I think the SEC has been had on this one. And as you know, Elon Musk has renamed them the Short Sellers Enhancement Committee or whatever, is that this is not a move that should please the SEC. They didn't see it coming. He has brilliantly outmaneuvered them by picking somebody who can really very effectively run cover for him, protect him. This is not a guy who's going to push for vetting the tweets. And you mentioned Robin Denholm. He says he can control her. He very openly says so on that 60 Minutes interview earlier this month, which is extraordinary. And he also shows a continued disdain for the SEC. It's a guy who's gotten very wealthy on other people's money, by the way, as all of our Tesla fanatics now start to send hate mail your way and hopefully not my way, is that he got wealthy on other people's money. He has to be accountable to them. And this is not a guy who likes to do that, and this is not going to make it easier. You know, we're still nowhere near that $420 sale price that he said he had secured for that private placement. And we're down from where we were the day he made the announcement.
Before Sarah's next question, that the Dow's just turned negative. We're down 6 points at the moment.
Look what you did, Jeff.
See, I warned you this would happen. Didn't I tell you, don't ask me? No.
No, but seriously,
I'm so
I mean,
sorry.
I get your point about Ellison and his personality and sort of tendency to be brash, but is there anything that would make you question his judgment on governance with Oracle? Is there a bad track record there or something?
He's worked out a surprisingly effective succession. Two different people with the title CEO, and they're not co-CEO, which is a very, very unusual arrangement. It seems somehow to work. He holds the position of Chief Technology Officer, so he's still in the company, still employed there. And as a chairman, you don't know who is truly calling the shots, but neither of the two people he put in as CEOs, as both as CEOs, are shrinking violets. And many of us were skeptical. I must admit, I am surprised they've made this work so well at Oracle. But he was always, very flamboyant, attacking foils all the time, just the way Elon Musk does, of attacking IBM. He hated Microsoft, always attacking them. These days, he's taking on Jeff Bezos. It's perhaps not quite as scatological and as horrible as, say, the language Elon Musk uses when he's attacking analysts, the media, or that heroic British Naval SEAL diver that helped out in the Thai rescue of the soccer team. But he's still given to that kind of flamboyance, and a board has never been able to control him. So I worry about that, and I think this Kathleen Wilson-Thompson seems very capable, a great choice in many ways. Certainly knows the HR field. She's trained as a lawyer, coming in from the Walgreens Boots world. It's obviously a great global consumer awareness, but I don't see how she's got the time to do this. This is her third major board with Vulcan and Ashland. That's a lot to juggle for a current executive. Most boards usually limit that to one board outside your job. I don't know how she'd be able to keep up with it. So I worry about her having the time to give it proper oversight. And it's the temperament that I worry about with the brilliant, highly accomplished, if he were to watch this interview, he would say to us, who are we of dust and ashes to challenge the Almighty? In fact, there was a book written about him which said which was titled, the difference between Larry Ellison and God is that God doesn't consider himself Larry Ellison.